Morning everyone. Part 2 of this photographing Istanbul classics, which is what I'm calling this little mini-series. Bright and early, weather's looking pretty decent. Obviously it's still dark. I'm going to change of plans slightly, but we'll talk about that as we get into the episode. Again, getting down to the Marmaray. Getting on there bright and early. Going to get down to the main area, İnönü, Sultanahmet. Kick off today's episode. Look at this in the morning. Bright and early. Okay, my plan has somewhat backfired. I went and did a little quick scout of the Blue Mosque, Sultanahmet area from Circuit. I ran up the hill, went to Sultanahmet Park area where the two famous mosques are before it gets descended on by the tourist masses. And it's backfired because A, the lights are off at the Blue Mosque, which is, I wanted them on, and B, one of the minarets is under construction. So I've decided to reactivate my initial plan, which is to run back to the Marmaray, jump on it, get to Üsküdar and get a ferry boat to Ortaköy. Issue with that plan is the ferry boat gets in 10 minutes before sunrise, so I've got to move fast, but that's okay. Sometimes in these big cities like this you've got to have a plan A and a plan B. Stuff can happen, and in Istanbul, one of the reasons why I've actually not been out doing too much videos here is because there's been so much construction in the last 2 years. Nearly everything is being renovated, which is a good thing for them, but of course that's only if it's done properly. So that's the plan. Let's get back to the Marmaray. Flexibility is key at the start of this episode. I went down to Marmaray and I'm not going to get that ferry boat, and the next one I found out is in 30 minutes time. It seems they're quite infrequent in the morning, so I've had to get on B-Taxi and book a cab. Should be here in 1 minute. I'm going to get straight there so I don't miss the crucial sunrise. Let's go. There is boats here already. It looks like people are shooting. The sunrise is kicking off. I've got to move. Like it's literally doing the same as last night. Wispy clouds and the works. Luckily, it's just here. So, my plan might have just paid off. Okay. First job, get this bad boy set up, of course. Now the first ferry, I've just beaten it. It's actually just arrived. We've got a soft morning mist. We've got one fisherman, which might be problematic. I think I can do a little bit of post work on him. I'm actually going to use this ledge here. We've got some beautiful reflections down in this section. I'm going to try and get set up here fairly fast. Already missing some of the wispy clouds, stuff kicking off. I'm trying not to miss such things. There's one fisherman basically in the way over on the left hand side, but that's going to have to be a quick Photoshop mask job. It's been raining, it seems, overnight, and to be honest with you, for this shot I'm probably just going to go somewhere around 35mm. It's looking good. Let's just have a quick check, have a quick look. Now the ferry is actually only now getting here, but I've got to be quick because when it does arrive, there are going to be more people, of course. So maybe I'll get a quick shot in before any of this happens. Moving further around, that ledge is not perfect. I'm actually going to go probably more here. Hopefully that works. Seems nicer. I might have to actually stretch. It's not working very well actually. Maybe portrait orientation is the way to go on this one. Seems to be the case. okay. I didn't realise that you couldn't get all of it in. I'm going to have to work this position along this kind of bankment here to try to keep getting these colours in the water. Now it's all nice down there, it's all really nice and soft hues. The lights are still on in the mosque, so it looks quite good. It's an odd one. The position of everything is not perfect, actually. Actually, not ideal. I'm actually going to try something a bit different. I'm going to go the other way around and give myself more space. It's actually not working that well. Also, I think I've missed the best of the clouds, in my opinion. You can see I'm actually trying to do a shot here where I'm actually leaning the lens upwards, shifting the position. Because the minarets are so high, I didn't actually know this. There's not actually many other spaces I can stand to kind of make this work. One more spot here which might make it work. Let's try that one. That's a little bit better. Trying to limit the angle. When I pull the frame up, of course I want the minarets in the top, but I'm trying to just get more of the bridge in the background. It's not easy. Even if I did a longer shot, like 24 mil. Do you know what I'm going to do? I've moved positions, I've shifted around the edge of the bankment here. I've actually gone to my tilt shift. I've put the 35, I made it 35 mil by putting the adapter on. I'm using the polarizer still on the front of it, and I'm now able to get all of the minarets in and flatten out my camera. So my position is now flat, meaning everything's looking straight and nice. I can actually come a little bit further back, and that's going to allow me then to get a little bit more water, a little bit more foreground interest. Let's lock that composition down. There's a lot more people coming now. The boat's just turned up. So obviously things are going to get busier here fast. But I think I've already nailed the shot. Okay, so just waiting for another huge, gigantic ship to go past. It's absolutely massive. And shoot a couple of shots. Actually, the fishermen have moved a little bit as well. So actually everything's working there quite well. Let's go one more time. The bracketing has turned off, which is because I went to video mode. Let's try again. Yeah, the fishermen are separated, which is helpful. Fairly okay morning. I think if I got here a bit early and had a bit more prep time, this would have been nice. I'm going to probably get a couple more shots once the lights go off on the mosque, and then I'm going to basically go and have a little look inside, get some shots in there, and then I'm going to get to another mosque completely. This mosque, by the way, inside of it, Ottoman Mosque, is absolutely stunning. I went in there again in November when my mother was here, or October. It's amazing in there. So it's well worth a visit if you ever come. It's not just this outside shot, the iconic shot. They've also placed up some, looks like they sometimes drop boats over the other side now, so there's a lot of rigging and stuff going on, which doesn't look particularly great. And then behind me, the camera's position, it's like this. There's a lot of shops, a lot of stuff going on, and of course, like I said earlier, there's a lot of, you get a lot of tourists along this edge, and that's kind of where we're at. And this is where really the boats come in, so you can kind of see here, the boats are right in here, and this is my position. Looking cool though. It's one of the icons really of Istanbul. But of course, at sunset, this can look fantastic here, but the problem is this is packed full of people all along this side. I came here with my mum actually a couple of months back, and it was an amazing sunset. But the issue with that was there were so many people. You just got people doing photo shoots and model shoots and you name it shoots. Now I've got a woman here, see, in my frame. Yesterday, by the way, in the mosque and in the next mosque that I'm going to, I'm going to be doing handheld HDR. And that's something obviously that I do have to sometimes do, especially in touristic locations that I'm going to, or at least places open to the public. So, tips I can give you for that really are, before in advance of me going there, is actually getting your ISO right up. And on here, yesterday I was 3200 and sometimes got it down to 16, but mostly I was at 32. I'm always trying to stay around 6371, and then of course trying to stay still and as tight as possible. Use your knee, use your hands, try and get triangle positions, like tripod positions with your body to try to lock down as much as possible your shutter speed, because of course it's difficult to do. And patience. You can see the sun has definitely come over the hill there, over the peak. I've got my final shot. I've got one with the starburst in it. Looks quite cool. Okay, let's walk on down. See if we can get in. I don't even know if it's open. I assume it is. Beautiful morning again. Great time of year. So actually, that side of it's closed up. So you can't get on the right hand side, but there's fishermen there. It's open, looks closed. That's weird. I don't know if the security guard's just not woken up this morning. But it's pretty, people are up and about here now, and there is fishermen actually in the courtyard. I'm wondering if they're actually people that should be opening the place up. I didn't hear it go off this morning. I wonder if it's more like a museum now, you know, because when sunrise happened, the mosque didn't actually go off. Like, call to prayer didn't happen, so maybe there's a reason for that. Are they doing maintenance or something? Maybe they're doing some sort of maintenance on it. I saw the lights on, and there is a lot of signage around. Interesting. It's a beautiful place, though. I mean, you know, a mosque is a mosque, I suppose, but this one in particular is stunning. Yeah, it's definitely closed up. The light is fantastic, as you can see behind me now, like on the front of it. I'd love to get a different kind of perspective of this place. I'm feeling it's a Friday and it's like religious day, and this is more of a showpiece, I suppose, right? Almost like a tourist showpiece, a kind of it was in use. I saw people praying in it back in October, but I'm thinking maybe because it's a Friday, kind of a religious-y day, that these people that are operating it are off doing their own stuff, and maybe they live somewhere else. It's definitely not open. Shame. Okay, so I need to make a new plan. I'm going to grab a coffee, if I can, warm up a little bit. It's actually colder now. The sun's risen than it was when I got out this morning. I'll ask this dude if it's open today. Hang on. Hold on. You speak English?
Yeah.
Is mosque closed because it's Friday?
No, it's open about 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock? Oh, okay, that's late. Okay, awesome, thank you. It's currently 9. I'm thinking maybe I hang out till 11 and run in there first and get some shots first before anyone else gets in there. But 11 could be quite busy. Don't know what time Yildiz Mosque opens, but that was my other plan this morning in this part of the city. Let's have a little look. This is the problem with Fridays and these things. Yildiz is also saying open, I think, here. Actually, it doesn't say anything. We got a private tour from a very nice older man. He explained everything inside. Okay, the plan is to get a coffee and go find that man. Let's do that. I'm I'm basically going to go and get the bus because it's easier. I realise there's one coming in 5 minutes. Have my coffee. Bus will take me up to the other mosque, Yildiz. That's near where I used to live, and believe it or not, I never photographed it because at that time I was pretty busy arranging getting married and so on. Istanbul for you, just constantly honking horns and beeping. I need to walk to the nearest bus stop. I'm going to find it. There's one I see on the other side of the road, so there must be one up here. This bus is going to take me within a 5-minute walk of the place. I'm going to try and see if we can go and find that guy.
Beşiktaş Meydan.
If I remember rightly, in this part of the Beşiktaş, there used to be an amazing Lebanese restaurant, I believe, just over here. I took my wife once, just in this direction. It was amazing. Great food, top guy. Falafels, top place. Really enjoyed that one. Might go there for lunch, maybe. I decided to get off like a stop early. I could have actually got that bus to Yildiz Park, but I fancied a walk. It's looking quiet, very quiet. That's a good start. Just one car here. No, not open, man. Okay, I just spoke to a guy over there, security guy. He's quite friendly, speaks a bit of English. And actually, I asked him the time it opens in Turkish. He says they're cleaning inside to try the door. I did try the door, of course. I tried the door first. That's the first job that I always do. And it is ajar, but I don't know. I'm going to try one more time. You never know. Give it a little shove. There's a Hoover on, so yeah, they're cleaning all right. Just opened the door. It's been 2 minutes. I'm going to go speak to him. Merhaba. Açık? Oh. He said, yes, I can come in. And upstairs, mate. Ah, sağ ol, teşekkürler. Oo. I've done a portrait orientation. It's my shot of the day so far. Looking towards the minbar and the back wall. The lighting here is pretty cool. I don't have my 17mm tilt shift with me, so I did a 24mm shot. It looks quite good. But now I'm just using the wide angle because I'm upstairs. It's kind of working. There's these shadows coming towards the camera's position, and it looks amazing. The shadows coming towards the camera's position. Kind of fantastic one. I'm underexposing by one stop. This is my kind of where I'm at the moment. I'm underexposing by one stop to get this kind of view. The chandelier is very low in the frame. If I had the 17mm, I'd be able to shift down there and it would look incredible. Like, actually, it would look amazing because I could step further forward, eliminate this and use it. So I'm definitely going to come back here at some point. But really, it was a bit of a scouting mission. I wanted to get some shots to kind of show the locations, the spaces and what is achievable. Well, that's what's achievable with a wide angle, which is what most people have. So actually, in that regard, it's a great result. So tilt shift shot, done. Wide angle shot, done. Let's move on downstairs. Oh, how did he get in? Like that. Okay. So we're downstairs now. Shoes there for a sec. Pretty cool. difficult shot from here. For sure we need a tilt shift. Those columns don't line up at all with the chandelier, as I thought.
All my life I was looking for a sign. Wasn't sure where to find a peace of mind. Sometimes you can see things when it ain't time. Well, for you I'll be putting it all aside. When I look at you, it seems so damn easy to love. Was alone, now I'm feeling so alive. Don't need to control a thing. Since you came into my life, I can climb a mountain, get so high.
Have I lined up the floor properly? I kind of done a good job. It's looking amazing. It's looking good. Same as before, I'm going to go portrait orientation. I'm going to change the lens on the barrel. I'm going to shift upwards. And I'm going to try and nail this without the window at the top.
Get so high.
Again, underexposing. The window light is coming and going.
When I look at you, it seems so damn easy to love. Was alone, now I'm feeling so alive. Don't need to control a thing. Since you came into my life, I can climb a mountain, get so high. Don't need to control.
Quite happy with that. Pretty good result actually overall. Like everything kind of worked out as planned. Upstairs shot was good. Downstairs one probably not as good, but to be honest with you, I'm fairly satisfied. The family came in, I thought I'd give them their mosque because they were having a look around, and yeah, good to wrap up anyway. I've been in there a while. Nice to be able to get the tripod out there. That was brilliant. With that, we pretty much concluded this video as well, to be honest. I think I've got enough shots to hopefully try and win this business. That's the plan anyway. And the idea is that I'm going to get these edited, get them in the video, get them over to the client, and hopefully win the workshop. If I do win the workshop, of course, you'll see that on the channel later on this summer. It's going to be an incredibly busy year if I do win that workshop, because they've also offered me another workshop in Ireland to cover as well now. So it could end up being incredibly busy. I've been to Ireland before, I know where I'm going, and there's some cool ruins there of castles, Game of Thrones style. So keep a lookout for all of that on the channel in the future. It's going to be an incredible year, to be honest with you, for me and for the channel, hopefully. And I hope you've enjoyed this episode from Istanbul. And more importantly, if you want to see more content from here, my home of now nearly 3 years, would you believe? Then please do write a comment below. And what do you think about this style I've been trying to do? It makes my life a lot easier to film and record when I'm in such a busy, noisy city. So let me know your thoughts. How's it gone? Has it worked for you? Do you get something out of it? I don't know. It's really hard for me to talk about photography, film, concentrate, watch the people, make sure my gear is safe. There's so many aspects that can go wrong, of course. It's a pretty safe city, but there is an influx these days of people from all kinds of places. So I want to keep my eyes peeled and actually just keep it like that. I hope you've enjoyed it. See you all very soon.